Law grad Samantha Ames has a joint condition that weakens her ankles and makes falls, trips, and spills a daily danger. She remains on her parents' health insurance due to a provision in President Barack Obama's health care law that allows her to stay on until age 26.
Literally one misstep could bankrupt me for life.
The Supreme Court will soon rule on whether the Affordable Care Act, which mandates most Americans to have health insurance, is constitutional, and if it can move forward as a whole without the mandate or in some other form. Ames is studying for the bar exam and is worried her coverage might go away nearly overnight if the court doesn't uphold the law in its entirety.
I'm going into a fellowship after this, which may or may not have insurance for me, but probably does not.
And millions of others could be at risk of losing the help they've received since Congress passed the act 2 years ago.
If the Supreme Court strikes it down, then they'll no longer, it won't be a law of the land.
Some provisions already in effect bar health insurance companies from turning away kids with pre-existing conditions, ban lifetime limits on coverage, and provide tax credits to help small businesses pay premiums. Seniors could be at risk of losing changes to Medicare that provide discounts for high prescription costs, annual wellness exams, and cheaper preventive care. It's doubtful the prescription help would continue, but elderly advocates say annual Medicare contracts may prevent an immediate withdrawal of some benefits.
If the law is completely overturned, short term, some of these provisions may stay. In the longer term, right now, it looks like some of them may go unless there's some additional action.
And there's a little more breathing room. Some of the nation's largest health insurers announced that regardless of the court's decision, they'll keep several of the law's popular pieces in place, like coverage for young adults and preventive services. While some legal experts say a complete overturn of the health overhaul is unlikely, throwing out the mandate is a real possibility.
It literally means that all of those other provisions can't be paid for. We can't afford them unless we can think of an economic model.
Either way, Congress and insurers would have to act to save and fund parts of the law if they choose to.
Politically, we're in chaos. Having given certain benefits, the insurance companies and the government will be loath to take them away because the market will react against them. People will be very, very angry.
It's uncertain solace for folks like Ames, who, like most, hasn't heard from her insurer about what might happen.
It's adding stress to an already stressful situation.
What we look like after this Supreme Court case and after the election is anybody's guess.
Sandy Kozel, The Associated Press.